Welcome to online class. So in this class we have to discuss about language of chemistry chapter 5. So the topic is write chemical formulas, determine the total number of each type of atom in a chemical formula, and then classify elements as atomic or molecular, and then classify compounds as ionic or molecular. Okay. First, what is meant by chemical formula? So, the number of atoms of elements present in one molecule of a compound is represented using the chemical symbols of its constituent elements, which is called a chemical formula. For example, if one molecule of water is represented as H2O, which means what? That one molecule of water contains two atoms of hydrogen and one atoms of oxygen. Just as elements are represented by symbols, compounds are represented by chemical formula. Okay, so the symbols, elements are represented by symbols, compounds are represented by chemical formula. Okay, so we will now discuss the naming of some simple compounds. So while writing the formula of an ionic compound, the metal element is written on the left hand side and the non-metal element is written on the right hand side. So in naming the ionic compound, the metal element is named as such, but the name of a non-metal element is changed to have the ending I, IDE. Okay, like oxide, chloride, sulfide. Okay, so write in suffix. Non-metal element is changed to have the end, that means suffix. The word oxygen means you write oxide, okay, and chlorine you write chloride, and sulfur you have to write sulfide. So the only the non-metal element you have to use to write like this. For example, see MgO, magnesium is a metal, oxygen is a non-metal. So the Mg keep magnesium. Okay, so MgO is named as a magnesium, O changed to oxide, oxygen changed to oxide because it is a non-metal. So MgO is named as magnesium oxide, here oxygen is changed to oxide. And then NaCl is named as a sodium chloride, here chlorine is changed to chloride. And copper sulfide is named as copper CuS. So CuS is named as copper sulfide, here sulfur is changed to sulfide. Okay, and then in naming the molecular compounds, the name less electronegative non-metal is written as such, but the name of more electronegative non-metal is changed to have the ending I, like chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine. So these are the more electronegative non-metal. So now you see the HCl is named as hydrogen chloride. Okay, because in electronegativity of hydrogen is 2.1 and the electronegativity of chlorine is 3.0. Okay, so the which is the more electronegative? Chlorine is a more electronegative. So HCl is named as hydrogen chloride, here chlorine is changed to chloride. Okay, first the name less electronegative non-metal is written as such, but the name of more electronegative non-metal is changed to have the ending I. So chlorine is more electronegative, so you write chloride. The another example, H2S, here sulfur changed to sulfide because sulfur is a more electronegative non-metal, so here sulfur is changed to sulfide. So note, this is a very important note, the ability of an atom to attract or pull the shared electrons of a bond towards it is known as electronegativity of its element. So we will learn about electronegativity in higher classes. Now to understand the naming of some simple molecular compounds, electronegativity of some elements are given here. See, for hydrogen is 2.1 is the electronegativity. Okay, so the electronegativity of carbon is 2.5, electronegativity of hydrogen 2.1, the carbon 2.5, nitrogen 3.0, chlorine 3.0, and oxygen 3.5 of fluorine. Okay, okay. See, so please note that in HCl compound, hydrogen is a less electronegative element. Okay, so H is written first on the left hand side in the formula. Okay, and then the chlorine is a more electronegative element. So chlorine is written on the right hand side in the formula. Okay, so H is written first on the left hand side in the formula because hydrogen is a less electronegative element, chlorine is a more electronegative element. So that chlorine Cl is written on the right hand side in the formula. So when there are more than one atoms of an element in a molecular compound, then the number of atoms is indicated by using appropriate prefixes in the formula. So this will become more clear from the following examples. Now, CO is named as carbon monoxide. Here the prefix mono is monoxide means that one oxygen atom. Okay, if mono means one, if that so it having one oxygen atom. So we tell this is CO is named as carbon monoxide. CO2 is named as carbon dioxide because two oxygen. Here the prefix di in dioxide means two oxygen atoms. Okay. Now PCl3, the another example is named as the PCl3 as a phosphorus trichloride. Here the prefix tri in trichloride indicates three chlorine atoms. Okay, that means 3Cl. Okay. Okay, CCl4. Now see one carbon. Here 4 atoms of chlorine is named as carbon tetrachloride. Here the prefix tetra in tetrachloride shows that there are 4 chlorine atoms, and PCl5 is named as phosphorus pentachloride. That means 5 chlorine atoms. Okay, the number of chlorine atom is 5. 1 phosphorus. So phosphorus pentachloride. Penta means 5. Tetra means 4. Tri is 3. Okay. Okay. Now I give the guidelines to write the formulae of compounds. The number 1. Write the symbols of the elements that form the compound. And point number 2. Write the valency of each element below its symbol. Point number 3. Interchange the valencies of combining atoms and write them as subscripts next to the symbols, and do not write the subscript if the valency is 1. Number 4. If the compound is formed by the combination of monatomic and polyatomic ions, that polyatomic ions are enclosed in brackets if their valency is 2 or more than 2. Point number 5. Simplify the formula by dividing both the valencies with a common factor. And point number 6. For charges include plus and minus signs. Exchange the numbers and write them as subscript. So let us learn the step-by-step method for writing the formula of chemical compounds. See example number 1. Hydrogen chloride. First, write the symbols of the elements that form the compound. See symbols for hydrogen H, for chlorine Cl. So the hydrogen chloride. So first we write the symbols of the element that form the compound. Second, write the valency of each element below its symbol. So here hydrogen valency is 1, chlorine valency is 1. Okay. And then the third one, interchange the valencies of combining atoms. See the interchange, the chlorine valency here, hydrogen valency here. So now interchange we get like this, H1Cl1. So and write them as a subscript next to the symbols. Okay. So do not write the subscript if the valency is 1. So we did not write the subscript here. So the H1Cl1 we write here HCl. Okay. Okay. So this is example number 1. Example number 2. If calcium oxide, so calcium oxide we can write the first symbol Ca, calcium Ca, oxide O. Now write the valency 2, calcium valency 2, oxygen valency also 2. Now interchange the valency number, valency of combining atoms, and then write the subscripts. See, Ca2O2. Okay, if Ca2O2 means 2 by 2. Okay, so simplify the formula by dividing both the valencies by 2. If 2 divided by 2, 1. If this 2 divided by 2, 1. So Ca1 O1. So do not write the subscript if the valency is 1. So you write that therefore the chemical formula of calcium oxide CaO. Now see the example for polyatomic ion. Okay, one is a polyatomic ion. Here I take a zinc hydroxide. Zinc hydroxide, zinc valency is 2, hydroxide OH valency is 1. Now interchange the valency of these combining atoms. So Zn, so Zn valency 2, OH valency 1. Now interchange, you get Zn as a 1, OH as a 2. Now write the formula Zn1 OH2. If 1 means no need to write in subscript. So Zn. Now see that important, I say one formula, the guidelines. If the compound is formed by the combination of monatomic and polyatomic ions are enclosed in brackets. Polyatomic, here the polyatomic ion is OH. Okay, so that polyatomic ions are enclosed in brackets if their valency is 2 or more than 2. So here the valency is 2. So you write like this, the polyatomic ion should be enclosed in brackets Zn1 OH2. Now Zn1 means, therefore the chemical formula of zinc hydroxide Zn into OH2. Okay. Okay students. Now another formula. See the ammonium sulfate. So this ammonium sulfate is a 2 polyatomic ions. The compound is formed by the combination of 2 polyatomic ions. So first write the symbol ammonium NH4, sulfate SO4. So the valency of ammonium is 1, the valency of sulfate is 2. Now interchange the valency number. So if you interchange this one, you write like this, NH4 into 2, SO4 into 1. So here the compound is formed by the combination of 2 polyatomic ions. So 1 polyatomic ion should be enclosed in brackets NH4 2 into SO4. Therefore the chemical formula of ammonium sulfate is NH4 2, NH4 into 2 into SO4. So see the more example for chemical formula of some common compounds. Carbon dioxide, the name of the compound, carbon dioxide chemical formula CO2. Sodium chloride NaCl. Ammonium chloride NH4Cl. If ion, then Roman letter 3 means you write here sulfur as a 3, okay, Fe2S3. Here Roman letter 4 means the ion 4, 4 means you write here Fe2S4, okay. So and then phosphorus pentoxide P2O5, nitrogen dioxide NO2, sulfur trioxide SO3, sodium oxide Na2O, and the final aluminum oxide you write Al2O3. Thank you students. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you.